From the moment a baby enters the world, a symphony of sounds envelops them. Every coo, every whisper, every burst of laughter washes over them, planting the seeds of language in their developing brains. While a newborn may not decipher the meaning behind these sounds, their brains are hard at work, absorbing the nuances of language. This journey of language acquisition begins at birth, laying the foundation for communication and cognitive development. The newborn brain is often compared to a sponge, eagerly soaking up information. Every new sound, every syllable uttered, serves as a building block in their linguistic foundation. It's like a grand construction project, with each word acting as a brick, building a towering structure of communication. Each sound is analyzed, its patterns recognized and stored. The brain searches for meaning, making sense of the world through sounds. As babies hear their native language, their brains build a statistical inventory. They learn frequent and rare sounds, and which sounds signal word boundaries. Babies are active participants in language development, seeking new information through babbling, gesturing, and eventually their first words. They are like little scientists, observing reactions and refining their understanding with each new interaction. Nestled within the intricate folds of the human brain lies a region known as the temporal lobe, a critical hub for processing auditory information and playing a pivotal role in our ability to understand and produce language. This region, located just above the ears, acts as a grand concert hall where the symphony of language unfolds, each section of instruments contributing to the richness and complexity of human communication. Think of the temporal lobe as a specialized processing center where the raw data of sound is transformed into meaningful language. Within the temporal lobe, specific areas are dedicated to different aspects of language processing. The superior temporal gyrus, for example, plays a crucial role in auditory processing, helping us to perceive and analyze the basic sounds of speech. Deep within the left temporal lobe lies a region of the brain known as Wernicke's area, a crucial language center named after the German neurologist Karl Wernicke. This small but mighty area plays a pivotal role in language comprehension, allowing us to decipher the meaning behind the words we hear and read. Imagine Wernicke's area as a master code breaker, deciphering the intricate code of language, unraveling the meaning woven into sentences and paragraphs. Damage to Wernicke's area can result in a language disorder known as Wernicke's aphasia, characterized by fluent but often nonsensical speech. Wernicke's area is interconnected with another important language center in the brain known as Broca's area, located in the frontal lobe, which is responsible for language production. The early years of a child's life are a time of extraordinary brain plasticity, a period when neural connections are formed and reformed at an astonishing rate. This heightened plasticity creates a window of opportunity for language acquisition, often referred to as the critical period. Imagine a sculptor working with clay, shaping and molding it with greater ease when it's soft and pliable. Similarly, the young brain with its heightened plasticity is more receptive to the nuances of language, readily absorbing new sounds, words, and grammatical structures. During the critical period, children are particularly adept at acquiring the sounds, grammar, and vocabulary of their native language. They effortlessly absorb the subtle nuances of pronunciation, mastering the rhythm and intonation of their mother tongue. The existence of the critical period highlights the importance of early exposure to language for optimal language development. While the critical period may seem to suggest a limited time frame for language learning, it's essential to remember that language learning is an ongoing process that continues throughout our lives. One of the most remarkable feats of the human brain is its ability to acquire multiple languages, a testament to its incredible plasticity and adaptability. But can babies truly learn multiple languages simultaneously, juggling different sets of sounds, words, and grammatical rules right from the start? The answer, resoundingly, is yes. Infants are born with the innate capacity to become bilingual or even multilingual, their brains wired to embrace the richness and diversity of human language. Imagine a conductor leading an orchestra, effortlessly guiding multiple sections of instruments, each playing its part in perfect harmony. Similarly, a baby's brain can navigate the complexities of multiple languages, distinguishing between different phonetic systems, vocabularies, and grammatical structures without confusion. Studies have shown that babies raised in bilingual environments from birth develop distinct neural representations for each language. Early exposure to multiple languages not only fosters bilingualism, but also confers a range of cognitive benefits. While babies possess the innate capacity to learn multiple languages simultaneously, the journey to bilingualism is influenced by a constellation of factors. One key factor is the amount and quality of language exposure. Children thrive in environments where they are consistently exposed to both languages, hearing and using them regularly throughout the day. The consistency of language input is particularly crucial in the early years. When languages are consistently separated, for example, with one parent speaking one language and the other parent speaking another, children can more easily distinguish between the two systems and avoid mixing them up. This approach, known as the one-person, one-language method, can be particularly helpful in fostering early bilingual development. Another important factor is the social context in which languages are used. When languages are used authentically in social settings, children are more likely to engage with them actively and develop a deeper understanding of their nuances. Imagine a seedling reaching towards the sunlight, its growth fueled by the consistent nourishment it receives. Similar to a plant's need for sunlight, a child's language development thrives on consistent exposure to language, a steady stream of words and sounds that nourishes their growing minds. The more opportunities a child has to hear, see, and interact with language, the stronger their language skills will become. Think of language exposure as building blocks. Each interaction, each storybook read aloud, each song sung, adding another brick to the foundation of a child's linguistic repertoire. Consistency is key. Just as a plant thrives on regular watering, a child's language development benefits from consistent exposure to language throughout the day. Simple everyday activities such as talking about the day's events, singing songs together, or reading bedtime stories provide valuable opportunities for language learning. Beyond spoken language, exposing children to books and other forms of print plays a crucial role in developing literacy skills. While consistent exposure to language provides the essential building blocks for language development, it's through active interaction that these blocks are assembled into a cohesive structure. Just as a musician hones their skills through practice, a child's language proficiency flourishes through meaningful conversations, playful exchanges, and opportunities to use language in real-world contexts. Imagine a dance floor where partners move in sync, responding to each other's cues, anticipating the next step. This is akin to the dynamic interplay of language where speakers and listeners engage in a constant back and forth, exchanging ideas, asking questions, and building upon each other's thoughts. Interactive conversations provide children with the opportunity to practice their language skills in a safe and supportive environment. They learn to take turns, listen attentively, and respond appropriately to others. Play-based learning offers another valuable avenue for language development through interaction. Whether it's pretending to be a doctor, a chef, or a superhero, play provides a natural and engaging context for language learning. The benefits of early multilingualism extend far beyond the ability to speak multiple languages. Growing up with multiple languages shapes the brain in profound ways, enhancing cognitive flexibility, improving executive function, and bolstering communication skills. It's like having a mental gym membership, where the brain is constantly challenged and strengthened through the workout of navigating multiple linguistic systems. Imagine a juggler effortlessly tossing multiple objects in the air, their attention darting between each object, their movements precise and coordinated. This is a glimpse into the enhanced cognitive control exhibited by bilingual individuals, their brains adept at switching between tasks, filtering distractions, and holding multiple pieces of information in mind simultaneously. Studies have shown that bilingual children outperform their monolingual peers in tasks requiring inhibitory control, the ability to suppress irrelevant information and focus on the task at hand. Multilingualism also fosters greater cognitive flexibility, the ability to adapt to new situations and switch between different perspectives. The early years of a child's life are a period of remarkable transformation, a time when the brain is rapidly developing. Exposure to language during this critical window shapes a child's language skills, cognitive development, and future success. Imagine a sculptor chiseling a block of marble, revealing the masterpiece within. Early language experiences shape the architecture of a child's brain, influencing learning and communication. Language is a gateway to understanding the world, forging relationships, and expressing oneself. By providing a rich language environment, we empower children to reach their full potential.